It's official, the Fort McMurray Oil Barons will be the host team for the 2015 Western Canada Cup. The Mob beat out Lloydminster and Brooks to host the third ever regional tournament, which will send 2 teams to the RBC Cup National Championship. Bid co-chair Scott MUNDY says they knew they had a good shot.
Yeah, we were pretty confident going down. We thought we had an excellent bid going forward. Our history of events we've been able to put on in this town, our great fans, our great team, and the whole bid team put in so much work and so much dedication in making sure we had an excellent presentation. We really felt we were the best choice going in, and that definitely helped.
There were plenty of reasons to choose Fort McMurray, but the bid team had to boil it down to the essentials in a 30-minute presentation to the 13 AJHL governors who voted on the host.
It was 3 things really we wanted to talk about. First and foremost, we wanted to talk about our history of events. What we accomplished with the outdoor game in a mere 10 weeks. The last AJHL All-Star game. Secondly was, of course, our community and our fans. We believe they're second to none. We know how easily they come together and how much they love helping out and participating in events that happen in Wood Buffalo and especially helping out the oil barons. And last but not least, kind of a smaller note was, talking about the safety of being able to come here. The world-class airport that we're about to have here allows all the teams to fly right in. And I think that was another key factor in us winning the bid.
The Barons' presentation included some endorsements from major players across the region, too.
One of the most important criteria in hosting such an event is the ability to connect easily over Fort McMurray. And I'm very pleased that with the burgeoning growth in our air service over the last 4 years, and the board's decision to go ahead and build a brand new terminal which will open in June of 2014, our ability to be able to handle an event like that will be world-class.
We're 100,000 people with the spirit of 1 million people, and that's what makes Fort McMurray and Wood Buffalo so unique. Is we're this wonderful northern community rich with tradition and heritage, but we do some things that no other city of 100,000 people could do.
If they come to Fort McMurray, if they come to Wood Buffalo, they will find a genuine home of hockey, and they will have an outstanding experience while they're here.
After the presentations were done, it was time for them to play the waiting game at a restaurant in Red Deer, which meant a little bit of tension.
Because the restaurant that was around the corner had a door on it, and it was a solid door, so you didn't have any windows or anything, so you couldn't see what was coming through the door. So every time somebody came into the restaurant, the 5 of us kind of jumped out of our chair, and it was, what's happening? And then it was like, what's happening? So finally when we came in and we found out we were awarded the bid, there was a pretty loud cheer that went through the bar. We had a lot of strange faces looking at us trying to figure out what we were yelling at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday. But yeah, it was pretty exciting.
The vote was a close one. With a 5-4-4 split, it came down to a point system on a second ballot where Fort McMurray won by the narrowest of margins. That didn't surprise the Barons bid team.
All the teams put a lot of effort, a lot of thought. All the bid packages were fantastic. We thought we were just a little bit better, and we were right in the end. We were just a little bit better, but like a 1-0 hockey game, a 5-4 score doesn't hurt either, so it was great to win by any margin.
Now the attention turns to starting to plan for the event, where the focus now is on the little things to make the Western Canada Cup a big deal.
Start planning out the events, and we've got everything booked. We've got the hotels booked, we've got the facilities booked, and obviously we got the arena booked, so we've got everything we need to put the event on. Now it's just a matter of putting the details into place and making sure it's the first-class event that Fort McMurray and the Oil Barons always put on, and not to let anybody down, and make the Crescent Point Energy Western Canada Cup the best one they've ever had.